Oh, if you're wondering what I use for bike cleaning stuff, it's Morgan Blue. Hashtag not sponsored. I don't know what most of you do, but I have 3 sponges. One that like does chain, one that does the frame, and then one that does the wheels. Shining, gleaming, on point, ready for tonight's hill climb. So can't wait. Go away my bike before the start. Now, eagle-eyed viewers amongst you would have noticed that the bike still had training wheels on it, still had the saddlebag on it, still even had my bottle cages on it. And if this is a hill climb, am I going to take it seriously? Well, of course I'm going to take it seriously. It's a hill climb, but it needs to be put into perspective. And I'm going to use race wheels. I'm obviously going to take my saddlebag off. I'm going to leave the bottle cages on, purely based on the fact that it is going to make the smallest difference ever. What I will do though is prepare for it in the way that I do, the best way that I can. It's going to be a great hill climb tonight. I've only ever done a hill climb on this course once, and it was the day after the Tour of Britain finished. This is my chance to test something. And I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, this is it. So here is the webpage for Macclesfield Wheelers, who are running the time trial tonight. Time trial, hill climb. It might as well be a time trial, it's that long. The climb is 10.3 kilometers, or I think that is, what's that, like 6 miles maybe? And it climbs, I think, 300 meters of elevation. So it's a fairly like flat climb. It's 3.3% average, and yeah, it just goes on forever basically. But the first initial part of the climb is the steepest. So I am using mywindsock.com to give me a rough indication of what the weather is going to be like. This is what I do the morning of a race or the day before a race. This is how I prepare. Like this hill climb is not just about watts per kilo. So I've put in my profile, my ascending power, flat power, and downhill power. Now, given that there's virtually no downhill, I've put 380, flat 390, and going uphill 400. So it'll give me an average when I apply this now of 396 watts. In 2019, which would have been in September, just a couple of weeks before I actually won the British Hill Climb Championships, I was going very well. I did 391 watts for 18.5 minutes. I'm going to be aiming for the 5 kilometer mark and then backing off, letting the speed do its work, and then like really trying to come on strong here where the gradient kind of goes back up to like 5-6%. But it's not a big climb, you know. It's 3.3% average. The first 5k is like averaging 5-6%, so that's like the main meat of this climb. So that's where I'm aiming to put down my most power, and right at the end obviously where the but truth be told, I want to use this as a bit of a test. I want to use it as a test because I haven't tested my 20-minute power for ages. I feel like there's something to give right now, and usually when you feel like there's something to give, then your body doesn't lie. Okay, food. Let's talk about food. So ideally I would like have all of my stuff prepared and I'll just take it with me. It's harder when you're driving yourself because then you have to stop en route, and you have to do like, stop in a service station and stuff on the motorway. Not ideal, because they don't always have the stuff that you want, particularly if it's on the day of a race. If it's the day before, you can probably get away with it maybe, but on the day of an event, you want to be eating the foods that you know. So what I tend to do is get together some basics, and I will tell you these are basics. So I'm not winning any like Gordon Ramsay taste test contest, yeah, that's for sure. With that said though, I have a ride tomorrow morning at 8 AM. So I do need to make sure that you know, whatever I eat the rest of today is going to help me tomorrow morning as well. So a lot of you may not find that, but I have 3 wraps in here. 3 wraps, hummus and some rabbit leaves. I have rice cakes. Rice cakes, super good, half a packet, 50 grams of carbs, boom. Some bars, these are just generic, like 25 gram of carbs bars from supermarket, nothing special. And fruit, dried fruit, dates are my favorite, although I like figs too. Don't want to eat too many of these for obvious reasons. But this is how it's going to go down. I take my nutrition quite seriously, particularly on race day, because I know what I like, I know what I don't like, I know what works, I know what doesn't work. So today, because I'm going to be driving up at around midday, I'm going to have a big meal before I go. And that'll likely be like a big bowl of porridge or something along those lines. Keep me full for a while, and then when I get there, or at around about 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm going to have my wraps. After that, I'm going to be grazing on bars because I'm going to be going on a little bit of a warm-up. And then I'm also going to have these as an emergency in case I need them, but I might have like a handful of these prior to setting off, about half an hour before the actual effort. The rice cakes will come in handy on the way back if I feel like I need something to snack on. Right, I'm ready to go. Switch over to the GoPro now in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go driving. Nice.
Came round the corner and it started on your second go. I'm like, no. Quite great. Of course, on the train, the truck backs up
Nice hour. Got my number. Makes it easy. I'm off 33 minutes past 7. Before I put you away, I am going to weigh the bike. See what it comes out as. You see that? 7.325. So, not bad, but we'll see what we can do on it. 33.
That's 6.
Okay, you can come out the glove box now. Bicycle race complete. Apparently I did a 19:19. All I know is, I think I did 390 watts for 19 minutes. Oh, that's incredible. I've not even touched anything like that in weeks, or even months actually. Like, I haven't done a 10 mile time trial or a 20-minute effort for weeks. Oh, I felt good, but also felt disgusting at the same time. I did a massive positive split. In other words, I set off harder than I finished, being that was the way the climb was laid out anyway. But I also wanted to like just give it gas early and see if I could hold off, which I kind of couldn't. But that was the whole point of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known that I was capable of doing that. So I'm absolutely over the moon. It's all process driven. So whatever the result is here, doesn't really matter. It's a step in the right direction. I already know it is because of the effort I put in and the way I felt. I just felt really, really good. Quite breezy at the top of the climb today. I'd say the first kind of 4k was like sheltered, and then the rest of it was like a bit hit and miss. You'd have like some bits that were tailwind, some bits that were headwind, some bits that were crosswind. Not that that bothered you much, but it all adds up over the course of an effort, doesn't it? So my personal best on this climb time wise is 18:30, I think, but I think I averaged like high 380s, so it's pretty close. I mean, given that effort was done about a month and a half before I won the British Hill Climb Championships. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's like, it's good signs considering we're in the beginning of June, or the end of June. I don't know when it is, but exciting things. Hopefully I'll get my teeth into a VO2 max block now off the back of that effort, and I'll know for sure what I'm going to be capable of doing in a couple of weeks' time. So thank you very much for watching. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to get on with a filthy drive home now. 5 hours, 4 hours maybe. So we'll see you, well, we'll see you soon.